completion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Hauls it in. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Fires to the middle, and they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to 32.
And the Florida offense will take over 1st and 10.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the ground, it's De La Rosa. They'll immediately call timeout. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. He has the first and still on his feet. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take it. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Hunt is on its way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return.
And the Florida offense will take over 1st and 10.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll give it to the back. Got the 1st down and more. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He's going for the goal line. He's not going to make it to the sticks. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Otis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On third down, he drops to throw. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Sooners will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was able to get that ball. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Rushes on him, and they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball. Heck.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
All right, nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Looking for space. It's De La Rosa. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Rides the back and leaves it. Fakes it past the marker. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the... in store. We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
I think one of the hardest things to do is run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? Too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
The give from the gun. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Using the quick game. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On third and short, the power run here. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a fourth down. What a play by this defensive front. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Otis. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. There's a difference between being physical and pass interference, and that was way over the line. On the move. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
He's tackled.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Gators are flying down the field. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quick completion to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good state in the game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Give to the running back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football.
There he goes! They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's De La Rosa. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's De La Rosa. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Gator! They put the first points on the board.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field. We're right, and the play will stand. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. He'll pull it on the read. Still on his feet at the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They'll run play action. Looking deep down the right side. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it. You can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running back searching for a hole. It's a seam wide open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
Man, you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that now. What opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Grab near the sticks. It's De La Rosa. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. The sure hands. It's De La Rosa.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line after the catch. It'll be first and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing. This defense right now, they have no answers.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable third and long situation.
It's complete to the left. And good cover. They'll send out the kicker here. From the left hash, and this angle pretty easy to handle. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready. Kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Ginn. Turns it on in midfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Wants to throw on 3rd down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. UCF is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things inside the bounce house. Trust me when I tell you that. On the field and off it. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to TCU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will open from the 15. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Release to the back. Caught close to the marker. It's De La Rosa. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the 3rd down and short.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. The Gators get enough to move the chains.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Creates a little room. Wide open spaces. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half.
Well, the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before you.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Going to swing it on second down. He'll throw it. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's De La Rosa. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 40. They'll ride the hot hand. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The Gators trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Shows him the stiff arm. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just... They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's De La Rosa. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on third and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for our 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. There he goes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Big fella moving. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get... This guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Alabama, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Fires to the big fella. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The play action fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete way down. Occasion.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And the Gators have it with a first and goal. This is a designed run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to... They didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. In with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Missouri. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Under fire. The throw. Grabs it in the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Epps. And the firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the touchdown Gator. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Alabama, 3.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
Wants to go up top on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Brings up second down.
The give to the back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That's a right ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I would love to tell you he should have gotten the first down and slid or got down, but that's not what running backs do. They're trying to get extra plays, and I know he had the first down, but he's thinking touchdown. That little bit of extra effort, you can tell, forced the turnover, forced the fumble, defense recovers.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Running into the open space.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Past the first down marker and still running. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Brings up second
looking to fire. Gets rid of it. Caught over the middle. It's Epps. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Epps. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the catch. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Give to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome to Jacksonville, annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. The Gators and the Dogs. You put them together on a football field, sparks fly and memories are made. This is the kind of game that can help define an entire season. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup, as we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Bulldogs will kick it away to start us off. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. So the Gators offense comes on the field first today. The last time these teams played, the day belonged to the Dogs. It was convincing, Kirk. You wonder if the Gators draw a lot of inspiration from that. How they thinking payback this time?
That's a great question. You know, you mentioned the emotions running so high. Managing those emotional swings in a rivalry game and just staying locked in are always a big focus for the coaches, because all it takes is one stupid penalty or personal foul to wipe away an entire week of preparation.
Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be in that postseason at the end of the year.
Here we go, first third down of the game. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Well, the quarterback's got to be much more cognizant of the line to gain. If you're going to leave it short, at least do it on their side of the field.
So the first drive of the game, instead of punting and pinning the opponent deep, they're going to go for it on fourth down. The Gators are going to keep this drive rolling.
Gutsy call here by this offense. Early in this game on a fourth down, they decide to go for it, and they come up with the first down to be able to move the sticks and keep this drive alive. The gutsy call pays off for the offense.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Breaks into the clear. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line in this back, really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
And the Gators pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. First down, looking to throw the football. Turns it loose downfield. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. He makes the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Here comes a handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. Big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving the quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
The Gators will line up now. It's first and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
The real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
7, Georgia, 0.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Georgia's offense comes out for their first possession today. Got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance, Kirk. He sounded very confident when we met with him this week. Let's see if he can build on that this time.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he just threw the football on time. He didn't try to do too much, found the open receivers, took what the defense gave him, and as you mentioned, we had a chance to talk to him. I think that's what he's looking to try to do, not try to live up to the hype, just put together another solid performance.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Not able to connect, incomplete. Offense getting set, second down play here. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And he's back to throw again on second down. The sure hands, it's Connors. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Looking to throw again. Pressure is coming. Escapes the pocket. He's got the 40. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Dump off caught by the running back. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Georgia now operating in the red zone. We'll hand it off. They finally make the tackle, but it's going to be 1st and goal from the 6. 1st and goal, a great chance to answer that opening touchdown. And the tailback's got it again. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Second down and goal upcoming. And he drops back in the gun. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Boy, what patience here by this quarterback. I thought he might try to get it downfield, get a little impatient. Instead, why not just check it down to the most gifted guy on your team? Get him out in space, let him do the rest of the work for a touchdown.
Now a PAT can level the score heading into halftime. And there's the point after. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Handoff to the back. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking for a receiver. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Gators churn out another first down. Quarterback operating an empty set. And looking to throw now on first down. Tries to get it to the running back. Fired into a tight window and picked off. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover 2, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend. It's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or the defense come up with a swarm by the pass rush, a sack.
Boy, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Kearse, the freak, what he was able to do, and Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante.
They've got him. Again, he couldn't escape.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. As people like to say, this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Dogs will bring their punt team onto the field. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. Met will bounce and go out of bounds to pin the offense back. So here's the first play of the drive, backed up with their own 7. They're going to run it here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Sticking with the running game. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great...
Here he goes. They get him to the ground, but an explosive running play there.
That running back picks up a big gain, but I want to give credit to the offensive line. Did a really nice job there up front of being able to communicate, get on the same page, create that crease in the defense, and it made it very easy for the back to pick up the first down and then big yards on the back end.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. That's big. They convert on 3rd and set him up first down from the 32.
3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving the option for a potential run. I think that throws the defense enough for the quarterback to hit an early read, and the result is a big gain and a first down.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. The border battle that goes back to 1950. Over the years, this Dogs, Gators, tussle cook's been interesting. One side's had the upper hand. The other side he's in the clear. First down and more. He's still running. 4 set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. Well, he finally goes out of bounds down inside the 10, but that play sets up this offense in good scoring position.
It sure does. What a great play of creating momentum for this offense. Now you want to see if they give this back a chance to put it into the end zone now that they're at 1st and goal.
And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. Second down and goal. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
They get nothing on 2nd down. Sets up a 3rd and goal from the 2. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
That's the 3rd sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting whipped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments, or this thing could snowball.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. And the single back takes the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. And they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. Dogs will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Ball fielded at the 45. And the returner brought down. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st down, it's play action. Wide open downfield. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
And there's the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards. And here he
motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch made on the left side. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Connors. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And completion makes it 2nd and short. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Grabbed by the receiver. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. A deep shot to the right. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. The pass is intercepted. He's bringing it back. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Keeping it on the ground here. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Deep shot toward the end zone. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just 1 more play.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. One or 2 more plays before halftime. So it's 3rd down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. He got it. The field goal's good. And they add to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the second half is a handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. And now the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Bringing pressure. On the run here. Lets it go. Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Running out of time in the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this in the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
Sack sets up second down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On third down, he drops to throw. Taking a shot deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. The Bulldogs will send the punt team onto the field. On to kick it away, helping his team with field position. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Here comes a first down pass attempt. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a first down.
They'll hand it off. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
The important third down play coming up. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run
breaks into the clear. Enough to convert on third there. So first down from the 12 now.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Caught near the goal line. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
The Gators line up with a 1st and goal. On the ground, try to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. They are pouring it on now.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
31, Georgia 7.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Gain on the first play moves it to the 43. It'll be first down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. So second down at 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. Looking to pass here on second down. Defense is coming after him. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Receiver in motion now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver makes the grab. They go backwards on that 3rd down completion. Sets up a 4th down. The Dogs will line up to boot it away. That's his 4th punt already today. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. They finally get him down, but that's just...
And your Florida Gators will take over 1st and 10.
And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. First down, looking to throw the football. Delivers quickly to the left side. What a catch! They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. And here's the handoff. Running with purpose. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some...
Here he goes. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back for some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Working clock with the ground game. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. And momentum really building now. This one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
Here's the point after attempt.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
38, Georgia, 7.
Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Across the 30. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43. Well, finally some room to run for this back. The defense had done a good job of containing him until that point.
Look, they've done a really good job up to this point, Chris, of containing him. He finally does get out, but I think it's an example of why you don't give up on the running game. Even when you're not necessarily coming up with big carries, you're just kind of body blowing this defense, and eventually, bang, you're able to hit a big one here when it really matters.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Excellent catch and run by the senior.
And first down for the offense.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch made on the right side. He stopped, but he gets a first down. Georgia has moved into the red zone.
For the offense.
Looking to throw it on first down. Makes a quick grab.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Looking to chuck it again. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9. And the Bulldogs looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they've got him. All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's running out of time here. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offensive coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. And the Gators offense retakes the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Leaning on the run game here late. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Ball handed off. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Bruce Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida's offense will go on the attack first. There are always butterflies to start a game, and when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Leaves it with the running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll try to run for it. Looking for room at the 40. Hits a seam wide open. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped that one off with some flair and some juice, a 72-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Auburn's offense will have its first possession of the game. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on 3rd down.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the punt team able to smack. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Now they'll try the right side. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line of this.
And you can feel it. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's De La Rosa. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
It's not always easy, and it's not always easy to call a basic play on fourth down, but it is when you convert it. You've called this play so many times, had so much success. This was a day one install in fall camp. Nice, successful run on fourth down.
To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
So now it's second and long. Power football with the run. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Oregon. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now on third down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Combs. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. He was working his way toward yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got an open man. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets into the 30. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
The give to the back. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. When you reach this point of the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Combs. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes a man miss. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. And the Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Good enough for a first down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Trying play action. Right down the middle. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking to throw, it's Combs. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. And the return man is stopped. And now
And the Florida offense will take over. 1st and 10.
good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lofts one deep down the right side. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the running game. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He'll keep it himself. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll leave it with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Combs. Using his feet to buy time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? He makes the catch. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style. They're up by 4 over Ohio. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. He's now up to 58 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the first down.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Working that left side now. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Just drives it between the uprights.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Fielded in the end zone, it's Meredith. Not a lot of space to be found. Good. Him at the 21.
The Florida offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it inside the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gators.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Combs. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. After that last completion, it's second down. Got it behind the line. It's West. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So they're facing third and short from the 25. Pulls and fires complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Gators sending the offense back to work. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. They punted away on 4th down. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He leaves it with his back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. When you've already sent your punter around 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Fires to the tight end. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Speeding down the left side. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tiger.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
42, Auburn, 17.
On the move from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Right back to him on the ground. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29.
First down.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Send the tight end in motion. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll give it to the back. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Give to the running back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Unloads quickly. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to pass. It's Combs. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll go to the ground. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the option. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Oh, he's got a chance. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Here's a heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Sometimes you're hesitant to use your quarterback as a runner, not when your quarterback runs like this.
You dang right. I'm going to use him. I'm going to use him early and often. The dude can run so well, can make you miss. Do you worry about him getting dinged up throughout a game? Sure, but when you can do things like that, it makes your offense so much stronger.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up by 22 over Stanford. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off play action on first down. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Now, when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Combs. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
If I had told you that one of the best of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Got the big paws on him, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Pocket breaking down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll run it to the right side. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Florida! And the punishment has been extended. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Florida, 49. Auburn, 24.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a man, it's Combs. Bringing the heat. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pulls it in.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. And as he throws, can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Gators. That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They're going to ride this running back. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Combs. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The give to the back. Finding an escape route. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Got his man on the outside. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He caught it! Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll run for it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Gators are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Nice move to keep running. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Wide open spaces. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.